boop. Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. Hello. And seeing as how I jumped on a few minutes early today, we're just gonna float around and enjoy this wonderful music for just a moment here while people catch up and get into the stream. And while they do that, I'll say hello to anybody catching this later on and watching this as they, as a recording later type of thing, whatever the hell they would call that. But anyway, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining today. And last week we were over here on this side of our fine city of Westwood here, building this wonderful tree farm over here. If you weren't here last week, this is what we did. We came in, we made this great area here for our tree farm, kind of celebrating Christmas and stuff like that. Yeah, while you're taking a look at that, I'm going to look over here at my computer and change over to get my stuff on there. There we go. That way I can pay attention to my chat. Let's get that set up. There we go. Chat should be pulling up. There we go. Okay. So yeah, last week we're over here. We were working on this great part of our tree farm. In fact, what it is, it's an extension of our tree farm from all the way over here. And we just basically, had the owner of this company type of thought process buy the property way down the way there. Because the thing is, there's a couple of properties that we need to build for that are, what are they? They create pollution. And I wanted to place them like right here. We're already creating some pollution, and that way we can keep it contained to the one area. And, yeah, we'll just kind of adjust the incoming road right here, outgoing road, whatever that is. Actually, it's outgoing because it's one way. But we'll make an incoming road, have this one way go to it, and then we'll have like another one way come off of it, go over here for the other stuff. So, because, yeah, in the forestry, let's go take a peek at that. We're going to be using, let's see, we've got the biomass pellet plant, which I don't think we've used yet. Pretty darn sure I haven't put one down. Yeah, because I didn't want to put pollution over here where I'm like trying to grow trees, or in anybody's neighborhood. But that's why we were going to be placing it over here where it'll fit really nicely right in there. But the other problem I have is there's another one that creates pollution, the pulp mill, and I can't see the size of it, but I'm hoping that it's not that big that it'll fit right in here. So we'll see what happens. We'll figure it out when the time comes after our stuff grows. In fact, what we can do really quick while I'm waiting for some people to get in here is we'll just adjust this right now. I should have done this last week, just wasn't really thinking about it at the time. But we can do we'll do a medium road in right here. We'll just pop it down. Boom, like that. And then we'll go back to our one-way roads. I'm assuming I used these straight and go like that. See? They're all unhappy with that. Oh, I'm unhappy with that. That's not cool, bro. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I'll have it come from this point down and then on over like that. And I hate when it does that to the road and it causes all this just problems. See this? That dang bug that's been on this. There we go. I was just trying to find my stuff. I get so used to playing on the remastered version sometimes that I forget about how to get into my certain things. Upgrade. There we go. That should fix my issues. So now that it has actually turned 12 o'clock, we should be seeing some people start showing up here pretty soon. But yeah, we'll give it a moment. they usually are waiting to around this time to start getting on. So, loving the music today. I forget what station I have on there, but it's a great station. And for those of you interested, today we are drinking, and I'm sure I'll talk about this one or two more times a little bit later, but today we are drinking some Pendleton bourbon. I got this for Christmas. This is actually brand new from the Pendleton bottling company. They just got this. This is a straight bourbon. It's 10 years old. It's a 90 proof, which means it's like, I want to say 45-50% alcohol, something like that. I guess it would be 45%. Duh. It's math. Whatever the proof is, just half that. Brain's not functioning yet. I haven't had my glass. So it's 45%, 90 proof, and yeah, it's pretty good. Aged 10 years. You can see I've already had so much of the bottle there since Christmas, and I've been enjoying it. Oh my goodness, I got something in my eye all of a sudden. Give me just a moment here. Sorry. Yeah, but it's really good. It's got a really good nose. Like, there's a slight, like, kind of cherry. Like, those chocolate cherries you get around this time of year? It's kind of like that in the nose. And then, like a leather behind it, like a really nice leather. You get the tannins from the oak as well, but like leather and cherry, that's really what I'm getting out of this, and the smell. And you really got to get your nose in there. If I had a smaller glass, like I have, let me show you this. I haven't had one in a while. I need to buy one again. But I have these, this here is called it's been sitting for a while. I haven't used this. It just sits in my bar. It's called the Glencairn, and as you can see here, this says the Bastard's Ball, and that's why I don't drink out of this. I don't want anything to happen to this little glass. I don't want it to break like I've broken all my other glasses. Let me put that back. That's why it's sitting there dirty. But that's called the Glencairn. It's a specific style of glass. It has this fluted top on it. See how it's got like the bulb style and then a fluted top. Hey, David, welcome. No, you haven't missed much. I just been kind of like yammering for a moment, but talking about how I like to normally drink whiskeys out of a glass like this, and I haven't had a glass like this in a while. They're called the Glencairn, favorite whiskey glass ever. I've been drinking out of these, and you usually can get a much better nose from your whiskey out of those glasses, and a much better taste and stuff the way I feel out of it. But I've been drinking out of this for a while. It's been useful. I love this glass. If I throw some ice in there or something, it helps keep it nice and cool. And if you weren't here to catch it, David, we're drinking something new from Pendleton. It's their bourbon, their 10-year bourbon. It's a 90 proof. And, yeah, this is a really, really good bourbon. Just a really excellent bourbon. It was distilled in Indiana, much like all the other whiskey from Pendleton. Their whiskey is distilled elsewhere. They bring it to Pendleton, Oregon. They have a bottling plant there. They bottle it. Actually, they finish stuff there, and then they bottle it. That's the way I should put that. Hey, Chris, welcome. Good morning. I guess it would be good afternoon for myself. I'm now in the afternoon. So, but yeah, they bring their whiskey in, they store it for a little bit, and then they bottle it. So I don't know whether they bought that bourbon 10 years ago or the place in Indiana held on to it for them for 10 years. But it's really good. Whatever they've done is excellent here. So what I was doing really quick, since you guys just popped in here, is I was just kind of blabbering, waiting for everybody to come in, because I started a few minutes early talking about what we did last week over here at Meadow Timber. And I realized as I was sitting here that I forgot to put in an important piece of Meadow Timber last time, and that is, let me get over here, our biomass pellet plant. I was intending to throw it down here because of, the other pollution in the area and trying to keep it away from my trees and everything like that. So we're going to place this really quick. I got to extend my area here really so that it'll allow me to use it here. There we go. Come back up here. Wait, did I just pass it? No, farm, or... I did pass it. What the hell? Oh, duh, it was like the first one. Oh, the dummy. Okay. Biomass pellet plant. We're going to throw that in. I think what I'm going to do is try to get it as far over to the right as I can right here. Like that. Yeah, that should work. That should work. And the reason I want to do that is because once I get the other pollution creating thing, I want to be able to use this space here in the center to put it in there if I have to have like a little more room or something. So what I want to do now, though, really quick, just because it sucks to do, well, it does suck to do it, but I want to get rid of a couple of these trees that are super close. Not the grass necessarily, but just the kind of closer trees. Just to be on the safe side, because you know they're going to get sickly looking. And then the ones that are a little bit further away, we'll keep an eye on them until later on and see if they get sick later on. And then we'll move them if we have to. Why is that road bidirectional, but the two roads connecting to it both go out? Huh? Well, are you talking about this road here? So this one originally came in. It was a one-way road. It was just meant to come in, go to the this stuff here for the farm, and then go back out. And what I decided to do, instead of making it a two-way road down there, I changed this to... Oh yeah, I guess that doesn't matter, does it? I guess that doesn't matter. You're right. That would just be a silly mistake. Yeah, because I'm having them both come in their own direction for their own industry. So that would be... Yeah, what? Yeah. All right, then how about... I don't think I can throw in one of these 4 lanes. And, you know, that's something I wish we had, was like one-way roads in these medium roads. Because we have like connected roads here. They don't all have, I guess mostly they have center lanes there. But, you know, we could have something like that. Could still be 4 lanes. We have this one, though, that's 4 lanes out. We could do this. And then we got to go ahead and do that. There! That's much more efficient. And then we got to get rid of that light. It's always a pain in the butt trying to get back into the original game after playing Remastered, because I was messing around on Remastered on just private stuff. I want to start grabbing the buttons like in a certain way. Yeah, they would have that other lane would have been useless, and this is like a much better use here. Much better. All right, now that we fixed that problem, we put in that what I forgot to put in last week. We can move back on to what's actually going on today, and that is Parks and Recreation. So we're going to wait. We can go ahead and hit play now. We're going to wait for Hardy Amusement Park. It's going to hit its 3rd star really soon here. We can actually choose this and see. We're pretty close to getting the amount of visitors we need, and so we'll be able to start upgrading that very soon. What I want to do is over here, we have this airport, and I really didn't want to put houses like in this general area because of the planes and stuff like that. So what I decided to do when I was messing around, I came up with a great idea. We're going to go ahead and turn this whole block right here, this whole area, into a nice big park. Have a little bit of fun with that. And then what we'll be able to do is take that at that point and start building a community around the park, around the, you know, the airport here and stuff like that. And really kind of making it work out for the better. And then we're going to upgrade the airport. We're going to throw some actual like fencing around it to fence it off, make it look like they're trying to protect the airport from people just walking onto the runway, which will also entail getting rid of all of these things that would catch a plane and cause it to go into a very bad, have very bad problems. I don't want to speak too ill of those things because there was plenty of wrecks lately, and very sad. I don't want to bring that up. I just, Anyway, look, we're having a good day today, and we want to keep that. We'll just keep them in our thoughts. So, anyway, let's get into it. We want to put some roads through here, and I want to start off with, we'll go with curved road, and I want to make sure all of our snap options are on there, our zoning, I should say. And I want to come up here to, come on, grab that. I want to grab that right there. Of course, it's going to create the bug, cause problems. And it's a cool little airport, I like this airport. It has the tiny planes that come out of it. And I always feel that makes the city a little bit more natural, because where I live, we have smaller airports. We have the planes and everything that pop out that are just, you look up at them, they look like little toys. And that plane there, that's one of the more larger planes from the game, right? That's a cargo plane right there, in fact. And I do like just the look of the smaller, more private planes that fly around. It just makes it a more natural feel for the city. So, all right, we're going to get that road like that. I like the way I did the road here in my original build, and I'm going to keep it that way because it allowed me to just have like a little bit of parking. And I'll show you here. We'll go with it right now. We're going to go ahead and throw our our parks painting tool down really quick here. Just kind of fill in. It doesn't have to be super perfect right now, because we can always adjust at the end like this. And then I don't really need the end of the runway to belong to the park there, so we'll just kind of take that out like that. And then we'll clean this up along the road here. And boom. So when we finally come back in and we start building neighborhoods and stuff, I mean, I guess I can kind of clean that up too right there, but just thinking when we finally start building neighborhoods, that's as I screw everything else back up. There we go. All right. So we're going to start off. We're going to actually make this a city park. As you can see, there's stuff that's open here in the city park, but we have never built a city park in here in the city. What happened was I made the mistake of placing the park main gate down where our amusement park is over here, and or Hardy over there, and it created a problem where I'm not getting my amusement park stuff opened up. But it was opening up all the park stuff that I was like, what's going on? Why is this doing this? And then I figured it out, and I felt dumb. And yeah, so now we're building a real park. But it's cool, though, because we get a couple of extra things opened up at the beginning here. And it helps us to create a better park, I guess, to start off with. And in that, we're waiting for things to open up in the future on the rest of this for... What's that called? Sterling Grounds. Huh? I don't like that. We're going to change that. We're going to change it in a minute here. I don't know what, but we'll change it to something. Pilot Place Park. Boom. Good idea. There we go. Pilot's Park. In fact, let's do this. Let's, I think I got to do this really quick. There we go. I was trying to think of something else, but there we go. We'll call it Pilot's Place. I like it. David's always got the great names, right? All right, let's see here. We'll leave all that stuff alone for now. Let's get back over here and focus on this little entrance. I was telling y'all that I wanted the road like this for a reason. And it's because I wanted to add in the parking on this side. I wonder. Ooh, if I could put a bush in there, maybe I can stick a tree. Yes! Oh! I did not even realize that last time. I just left it alone. I figured it wasn't going to work. I got a little bit of a crisscross right there at the end, but we're going to ignore that. What else could I do? If I had mods, I'd move it over that like little bit and fix it, but I don't have mods, so we're getting a tree. Alright, then the next thing I wanted to add in over here on this side. Do-do-do-do-do-do. No, no, actually, I think if I could still fit something in, it would have been cooler to fit in like a... Oops. Where are... Oh, I think they're over in here. I was thinking of a smaller sign, like right here. It just kind of like... There we go. It does fit. Nice. Okay, cool. Now this little spot here, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it. I was just messing around before, and I placed a couple things. And let's see. But I really wasn't like too into it. Like I had this out here, like kind of staring at the gate or whatever, but I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it for the moment, and we'll come back to this. I do want to keep my parking the way it is, regardless of our little crisscross at the end. I don't think there's really a way for me to fix it either without doing that. Well, I guess that works. I don't want to delete the tree. I want the sign. Give me the sign. I saw the sign, and I finally deleted it. Okay. Let's go here. We're gonna fix this. I think, yeah, this is a little bit better. I didn't really mess around too much on this side when I was doing this, but we'll just go ahead and add some trees. I think this will make it better. This will make it better. I guess wanting to mess with the sign that helped me decide what to do here. We're just going to decorate it, make it look good, I guess, for now. Oops. Add in a little bit of this. I like these vines. They're like one of my favorite things to use for ground cover in here. I think it's funny when people disappear. They're walking to the parking lot and just disappear. Like, whoa, that's crazy. All right, let's add a couple of rocks. I like that you can like hide the rocks in the grass like that. If you do the grass, figure it out. Like if you do the grass first and then add the rocks, you can do stuff like that. It gives you a better like ability of sticking the rock deeper into the grass that way. Like if I did the rock first, and then you try to put the grass to the rock, it doesn't quite mesh. I mean, it does, but it doesn't go as deep as that does. So you go opposite, it works out great. We'll add one of these larger rocks in. A boulder, perhaps. It took some of the grass. It took some of the grass. I'm a little disappointed to say, but let's see. Let's go. add a little more back in. Alright, that makes a good parking spot. That works. That works. Okay. Now, over here, we have our entrance. I want to have my smaller side entrance for the park over here. But in order to do that, we're going to have to throw down our road really quick. It's a small little one-way. I want to make sure, let's see where the planes are coming. They're going to land right there. I want to make sure I'm just far enough away. Something like that. We'll fix the bugs in a moment. Then I want to come over here. I want to get up to the fencing. I think what we'll do at this point, oops, went the wrong direction. And I should have just kept going up. What I want to do right now is kind of cordon off the airport right here. So let's go ahead and choose a spot. And this is where our fencing for our freeform. Let's do this really quick. That helps with the making sure your fence goes where you want it to. But we're going to cordon off this over here really quick. That way when we bring the fencing in for the park, we can just dead stop on this. Then people are like, oh, there's an airport. I mean, just feel better that way for me. Look better that way, I feel, I guess. Come on, there we go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and keep that little chunk of property all zoned off right there. What are you doing? See, this is exactly why we need to fence the property off. This guy was probably in there freaking camping on the runway like a jackass. So. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Bring this right up to the fencing that they have here. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay, so now it brings up another thing that I need to do really quick, and that's to get rid of this. We don't need it any longer. It's useless. We need to get rid of this tree. That's a hazard. And then a few trees over here, but I'm going to do something for it. That one too. Because, I mean, if you're coming in or out on a plane, it would just make more sense. Like, the oak is probably pushing it, but I'm going to leave the oak. But it would make more sense to not have trees down there. So what we're going to do, and this is how I found out about the grass, put the grass down first and then the rocks, adding the rocks later is a way better idea. So you just go out here and make yourself a few little grass patches. Why is that space occupied? Oh, it must have been saving. I'm like, why is that space occupied? There's nothing there. I want some on the fence. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hey, Track Art, welcome. Welcome. All right. So that's good. Let's go ahead and throw down some vines in here. We'll just kind of throw them where it'll allow us within the grassy areas and stuff here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nature's not perfect where it places its stuff, but everything that comes out looks beautiful, so. Let's throw a couple of them by themselves over here. Don't need them to all be entangled in the grass like that. Now we'll grab some of these bushes. gotta remember the bushes. Let's throw a couple out here in this little barren area. Okay, couple more. I wish I could place like one or two right here. It'd look really good, but without any mods I can't do that stuff. Alright, now let's go back up to these rocks. Got to get these rocks going. In fact, I think I want to place... I know it's going to like delete some of the grass and bushes I just placed, but I'm going to put one in there and then place another one of these larger ones like right here. Now we can go with these smaller ones, and like I said, they have these great ability to hide within the grass after you place the grass first. Do a couple more over here. I feel sometimes that you can overdo it on rocks and such. I know people may disagree with me on that one heavily, but occasionally I think that yes, you might have put one or too many rocks. All right. But there is a way to make up for it. When you're using a lot of these above ground rocks, if you want to show off that like it's a rocky area, then you just do these rock areas, you know? Now this is going to delete a lot of bush and grass and stuff, so I don't want to really use it. But, I mean, that's always like, you know, acceptable to be like, oh look, it's actually a rocky area. They were grading this and look what happened. They found rocks. So... But that's a good way to get rid of the trees, make it still have nature right there, make it look good, and let our airport be an airport. Now, jets are being destroyed by the Bills. Oh, it does not surprise me that I don't have any game on at the moment because obviously the Lions aren't playing until tomorrow when they're going to be defeating the 49ers. '49ers, unfortunately, have not been doing good this year. All right, let's get back to our park. Actually, I'm wondering, did this upgrade yet? Not yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw that sign back in over here that I was so happy about before and then destroyed. My parking sign. Parking for the park only. That's what I'm going to pretend it says. Alright, we need our park fencing. Freeform, snap options, perfect. Do 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 do. Trying to make sure I get around these nice little curves properly here. Now we'll just connect in. Let's give it a little bit more. There we go. I just wanted a little bit more curvature out of the fence to kind of almost mimic the sidewalk as much as possible. That worked out right there. I like it. I like it. Building it off of the airport fence there. Perfect. Okay, now this side. I want to bring it up and over. This is always tough because the roads like to do this junk right here. So what I tend to do is bring it up and then just do a straight shot. And that works. But we got to get our side gate. Put it there. Go back over here. Connect it. And then this way, oops, need to go off of this side of that. I'm trying to, like, there we go. I want to get as close to that as I can and then not. I'm trying to leave that spot. You'll see in a moment. I'm just going to put a parking area right there, too. I'm going to fix that fence in a minute. Hold on. Let me just get the rest of this filled in. And again, just try to mimic the sidewalk as best as possible going into that. Now this, alright, let's go ahead and delete a bunch of this crud right here. Go ahead and throw in the parking lot. I don't know if I want to necessarily use this one, but it is the best parking lot. I was kind of considering possibly one of these up here, the first parking lots that they gave us. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? These ones. The carports. Yeah, I think I am. That one's too big. That one's kind of too big. That one might. Yeah. I didn't really mess around too much. I just put the regular one down in the test build and was like, alright, I'll go with that. Now, I'm interested, now that I put that down, though, and looking at something. Ooh, okay, okay. I've got an idea. It's forming in my head. I know it looks a little weird at the moment, but hold on. I'm getting an idea here. I'm just kind of messing around with this. Like before when I did this, I had just, regular parking lot and just left it and went on with the park. But now I'm just trying to think of something a little more unique. So if you just give me a second. Go Niners. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh my God. No. That's actually my brother or my sister and her husband's team. And so we're always having our trash talk moments. There we go. I just wanted to pay attention to that for a second, make sure I did it right. But yeah, it's always funny whenever our teams play each other, the Niners or the Lions, or even like my mom, she's a Cowboys fan. So if we're playing against, like the Lions are playing against the Cowboys, or the Cowboys are playing against the Niners, there's all kinds of fun trash talk, I guess you could say, going on between our families in that type of sense. So yeah, it's always a good time around here when the football season happens. All right, so I know that this left this little square right here. Like, we're going to work with that too. Don't worry. I'm thinking. This is going to happen. This is going to look good. So first of all, we want to get our... Start off with just this. We'll come out here. We'll build off of that. Oh, I was kind of hoping to get right along the side of that. Like this, almost. Ooh, wait, maybe I can. Don't do that. Don't do that! Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I could do that. Ooh, I like that. That worked. Nice. Nice. Just like I said, hang on a second. You'll see what I'm doing. It's going to look good. My brain is envisioning this already. It's going to be great. Throw a little bit of free form in here. Get some trails kind of moving in a interesting pattern here. Then what's always fun, I like to just do little pathways like this. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. And then you can put little picnic areas at the end of them and stuff like that. I always like it. It's just something I like to do. All right, now we're gonna grab this. Take this out here. And make like a little area for people that will make a tiny little spot here for people to watch planes and stuff like that, I guess. Be kind of like a little plane watching area. Then come up through here. Very nice. Okay. Now I just want to do a couple of little spots. Oh, I need to make sure I get to, there we go. Just thinking to myself, I need to make sure that I get areas, save areas for our, obviously our park stuff. Couple of unique little areas. Make sure we don't connect into the sidewalk out there. All right, now, if we have to adjust any of the walkways and stuff, it's worse. Yes, the Niners will be a good game, but the Niners could definitely benefit from getting a few of their players back. We could benefit from getting Aiden Hutchinson back, but we're probably not going to see him anytime this season. And the same thing with the Niners. All their good players are just kind of out for the season from injuries and stuff like that. So that sucks. That's where the game goes. All right. I better be careful. I just realized something here. Didn't like the way that was starting to look. Other people might get more offended by that too, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. Jeez. Holy shit. If you didn't see what I saw, thank God. There we go. Alright, I've got that. I need Park Plaza now. I really want to see if I can make this like fit in the corner in a good way. Like, the only thing I don't like about this sitting the way it does is, like, you see that, like, tiny little patch of dirt right there by the bench. I just, something about it bugs me, but maybe if I could just see, and that side's not going to work. This side, maybe. There we go. Alright, now, Park Cafe. I think we'll have it right across from the, the little area right there. That way you could leave the cafe, go over there and eat by the fountain or whatever if you wanted. Instead of sitting over here. I mean, it's, yeah. Just makes it cool for, like, option-wise, I guess. Drink your coffee by the fountain, I guess. That'd be since that's got a coffee cup on the side. Alright, now, park info booth. These got to be up near the entrances, obviously. Just trying to get it in a nice little good spot there. And then, possibly, let's see here. I don't think we need an info booth on both sides, but we could totally use a bathroom over here, like right at the exit. Then, let's go ahead and place one kind of out here. That way you don't have a long distance to walk if you need to use the bathroom. Actually, let's put it right here at the end of that walkway. And then over here. Let's go off the side here. It's a much better spot for it, I feel. Now, our chessboard, it's a good sized one. Think maybe off of this side. Last time I kind of had everything just squished into the center, and I was like thinking to myself, like, I don't like it all being together like that. So I think what I'm going to do is have this one off to the side, because we're going to get a couple more things that open up, right? And we're going to be able to add them in. Then we can also add in other things like the rock climbing from the camping section. Yeah, there's just different stuff we can add in if we want to and make the park a little better. Oh, and I also forgot. We need to fix that up and do something with that. So we'll add in like a bus stop at some point, and we'll put like benches there or something, I think, is probably the best thing for that. I don't like that stoplight being there, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Decide that, like, thinking the chessboard goes there, we're going to have a neighborhood being built into this area here, so it's probably the best thing. We're going to try to work with, like, the way I was messing around with it in my test build, I only did a very little bit around right here, but, like, I was doing the roads in a manner that, like, this hill stays, and housing is built, like, below it and stuff like that. So you'll see what probably next week we'll get there. We'll start doing that stuff. So let's see, we don't need the pier, obviously, that's like unnecessary in this park, but I do want to put in like the little eating areas and stuff like that. We do need, I guess we only get, I thought there was another cafe, but maybe I was thinking of something else. So we're waiting all these to open up. They'll eventually get opened. But what we want to do is now add in like a bunch of these little things. And all these little stupid things, they add on to the the things that you need for the park, like the adds into that stuff that you need for your park. So what I want to do now is we're going to make it a little area. I think the best, we got this spot here, in fact. So let's throw down our smaller food stall over here. Kind of close to the entrance, like they would have brought it in with the vehicle through the entrance. Maybe like this. Nope, you know what? I would almost think that, like, if you were running a food booth, you'd want people to see the front of it as you're coming in. So yeah, this would probably make more sense to put it here. Then let's go ahead and use the trash cans. We'll put one right here. So like as you're walking away from the little cement area, there's a trash can. Put one right here. And then one over here by this little bench. Alright. Now, I think since we have the chess area right there, we should stick with these tables right here. These little chess style tables. Like kind of off to the side here. Let's take an up top view here. I mean, I guess it makes a lot of sense since they have the chess tables in the chessboard, the giant chess boards. So, do that. Then, let's go ahead. I never really mess around with, like, the flower beds, but I want to try and just kind of put, like, one down right here. It's almost like a separator. Just kind of separates the chess tables from the tables I want to put up over here. And none of these. I want to use these tables. I think these go a little better with the little food cart there. Look at our park already has oh, that's Hardy. Sweet. I knew this was going to happen. That's the freaking amusement park. Sweet. So we're going to go over there in a minute. We'll mess that in just a few minutes here. Sweet. That was the idea for the day, part of that, so. So we're going to go ahead and throw these in. Boom, 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 boom. And then I think because people would be waiting, you know what I mean? Like, actually, I want to throw in like a couple of little tables like this. Without the top on it. But as people would be waiting for food, they wouldn't necessarily want to sit at a table. Sometimes you do, but I always feel it'd be cooler if some of the restaurants had a little bench. Just a bench. Now you can sit there, wait for them to say number 87. And run on over there. So throw a couple little benches in right there. Got our eating area. We got trash cans. We got another little eating area, but you can play chess at the same time. Our little divider flower bed. I think that looks kind of good. It looks good. I mean, it goes because this has a little flower bed and everything. So we're gonna have to bring in our electricity and our power. Our water lines and stuff here in a second. Hey, Tim, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So let's see here. I don't know where all of you live, so I don't know what type of generic soda you get. But if you happen to get the generic soda brand Shasta, I absolutely love Shasta. I grew up on Shasta soda because, we buy it at the Stater Brothers that we used to shop at in California when I was growing up. We lived in a little mountain community called Lake Arrowhead. It was little back then when I was growing up, but nowadays it's gotten a lot bigger. But yeah, we used to have this store called Stater Brothers. They sold Shasta, and every time we went for shopping, we do our month's shopping. I remember this as a kid, and we'd go in there, and our mom would be like, okay, you can get soda. We always wanted like Coke and Pepsi and stuff like that. She's like, no, Shasta. Now as an adult, I completely appreciate it. I totally love Shasta. I go in, I buy the flavors I grew up on that I totally love, like the kiwi strawberry that I was just drinking on. Absolutely love that one. Drink Diet Coke. And the other one that I absolutely love, I've never found it in other flavors that I've enjoyed, and it's a black cherry. It's black cherry cola, and that is from Shasta, and oh my gosh, it's one of my absolute favorites. So, all right, now that we've got these in, we got our benches down. I think this is looking good on this side. This looks really good. Like I was saying, this is going to be like a little bus stop over here in my imagination. So what I want to do is throw down some benches, since I have them in my possession at the moment. I'll throw one like this also. Then let's go ahead and grab, since this is the city would be doing anything on the outside here, not the park. Like the park would have a separate little thing going on. So we'll add some city style trash cans out here. Should probably move that bench a little closer. Hold on. I guess it doesn't quite mesh up with the other bench then if I do that. So, yeah, let's go with that. And then just delete that trash can for now. We only need one trash can out there. How messy are people? Come on. Very messy, I know. Alright, so one thing I want to add in, I kind of think it looks good if you have like a little spot like this that's supposed to be for a bus stop. Add that in. It's like a little ticket station, right? Kind of cool. Or it used to be a ticket station, or it's supposed to look like that. You know, just my thought process on that. And since I said that we're going to do this, we're going to go ahead and add in our bus line. It's the only spot I can add it, huh? All right. Since there will be housing and stuff, I don't really want to add the bus stops in right now, but we will add one in here to keep it going this direction. Or actually, hang on. It's going to come from there. I want it to go around over here. So what I think I should do, I want to give people the ability to get from each of these little sections. I kind of want to come over here to this side, so I think what I'm going to do is add in a stop with that one, bring it across. This is all walking on the right side in Joy Plaza, so I think we'll add a stop. There's a couple other stops already along this, so I'm just going to share one. We need to come to the bus station, obviously. And then come through Fairview's Edge. I think I'm going to end up having to share most of these stops because I've already ran buses through a lot of these areas. I just feel kind of awkward not sharing those stops, I guess. And we'll complete the line. And like I said, as like these areas grow, we're going to add in like one or two more, maybe three more stops through there and stuff. So for iced coffee to soda, cola, and pop from Ohio. Ohio, Buckeye State. Right? Am I right about that? Might be wrong. I'm not from Ohio, so. Alright, so that should work. We'll add in a couple more bus stops in the future here. Let's fix the immediate problem that we're seeing, and that's obviously water. We'll bring this out of the park. And that should have connected the whole park with just the one line. Nice. Okay, cool. It did. I was hoping there wouldn't be like one of those stupid little triangles in there, and it didn't give me one. So that worked out. Now they just want power. The best way to do that is to add a couple more things in here. So what I think I want to do is we're going to take something from... I knew I had that right. You get that thought in your back of your mind. You're like, am I 100% sure about this? So one thing I did want to add to this, I thought it'd be kind of cool, especially because of the rocks, is the bouldering site. And I think what we can do is we can add the bouldering site in. Can even do something like that, like off of the little edge. Right, so you add the bouldering site in, and then you want it to look a little more natural, so we'll come in here and we'll add some rocks and stuff like that in just a moment. But I want to make sure that the electricity is going to jump. Okay, it did. So now what we'll do here to make this bouldering site look a little more authentic, we're going to start off with some grass. Because like I said, you lay down the grass first, and that's going to make it easier to put the rocks where you want them when you want to hide them in the grassy spots. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And you don't have to do the, obviously, like me, like I really like putting and making these kind of mix up. You don't have to always mix them up, you know? I just think it looks good. Alright, so there we go. Now let's go ahead and I think a couple of trees. That way I make sure I get the trees where I want them to. And then we'll add our rocks in. There we go. Now let's go up here. We'll start off with the rocks number 1. Like I said, you add the grass in first. It makes it a lot easier to put these rocks in cooler places. So you can't even see that rock. It's in such a cool spot. And of course, we'll do some outside of the grass as well. You don't want them all like just hiding. A little bit of vine growing over that one. You see that? The vine grows up over the rock right there. It's kind of cool looking. Now, let's do just a couple more on this side. And then what I was thinking about is like how I was talking earlier. It's like if you place a lot of rocks in an area, you want it to look like it's meant to be a rocky area for, you know. So we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this, throw it on out here. Hopefully it doesn't delete. I'm going to be careful because I know it likes to delete stuff. We're just going to try and get close as possible to some of the other stuff here. Would have been kind of cool. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to do that more over here, I think, or over here. Something like that. So we're going to go ahead and mix in some of these rocks like that. So now we've got this, and then what we can do, just help it feel a little more natural, is we'll go ahead and some of these things are going to have a hard time fitting in because of that damn square that it gives it instead of the like filling it in perfectly. I get really close right there. That's nice. That's nice. But not close enough for the spots I want to fill in. Alright. Let's not get too frustrated at the vanilla junk in this game. This damn vanilla game. Think of how much of the square is like taken up over here. Holy smokes. Alrighty. I saw it pop up somewhere right here. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Chicka 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 dun. I don't know why, but this song like makes me think of like Florida for some reason. Like I just be chilling at like a little beach bar, just drinking like, you know, something with a bunch of like fruit juices in it and some coconut maybe. And just listening to the song, just relaxing, the sun on my face, the sand on my feet, just enjoying the nice Florida weather, watching a cockroach walk by, you know, living in Florida, for like, you're just enjoying Florida. And I'm not lying about the cockroaches. There are so many damn cockroaches in Florida. If you've ever been to Florida, you know what the hell, or live there, you know what I'm talking about. Like cockroaches galore in Florida. Holy crap. Holy crap, you don't even know. I got a good story about that, in fact. Like, I was... So, I went out to Florida back in my early 20s. I was helping out. There was a hurricane that happened, and I just felt like I really needed to go down there and help out with the, you know, the cleanup at the time and stuff like that. So, I went out there. I was helping out through a Baptist church at the time that was down there. I like kind of got a hold of a Baptist church. They were looking for volunteers. I volunteered and headed down there. I drove there from California, where I lived at the time. And, man, where was I going with that? Damn vanilla, right? I lost my place in my story there. Something about being in Florida. I start to get into the details of the story, and my brain just goes, details, detail-oriented. What was the main function of this? Maybe it's the liquor. It's Sunday. This is why I don't drink at work. Oh, the cockroaches. See, I start thinking about those damn details, and then I forget the main focus. The cockroaches. So I'm down in Florida. I go down there. Thank you, David. I really appreciate that. Oh, that's usually how it helps me get back into the story. Go down there to help out with the Florida, you know, the recovery, blah, 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 after the hurricane. So one day I go to eat lunch at this little barbecue spot. It's on the corner of these two streets. It's like this little, like, just a little building. There was a barbecue pit in the back. Like, this was like a talked about place. Everybody went to this barbecue place. And I'm like, all right, I got to go check it out. And I swear, I have never seen more cockroaches just walking around on the sidewalk alone than at this place. I'm like standing there, like looking back and forth, like, oh, look, there's a cockroach, there's a cockroach. And people are in line, like just back, this line is forever. Nobody gave a shit. You just see people stand there, you see every once in a while, you see somebody just all, boop, step on a cockroach. And they're still standing in line waiting. I'm like, all right, if the food's that good, we're going to stand here crushing cockroaches too. And then like, oh, I've got a couple of cockroach stories from when I was down in Florida, but yeah. See, doesn't that make Pilot's Place, the climbing rock, look so much better? Now we get out of my long story there. Yeah, cockroaches are about the size of dollars down there. They will get huge. I watched just a cockroach walk by me one time that was seriously like, I'm like, wow, that almost doesn't even look like one. It's so damn big. You wouldn't even believed it. So yeah, that's very true. They are enormous down there. All right, so we've got this cool area here. We're gonna obviously add in to more decorating, more trees and stuff like that in the park. Really make the park feel more filled out, I guess. But this is a good start. We want to make our area here. We stole it from the camping, pulled that in. You know, we want that to look realistic. Like the rocks would actually be there for some reason. They would put that in the park. So I like that. And as we add into the park later on, let's come back over here. Look at our parts and such. So as we come over here, we're going to have our gazebos, blah, blah, blah. But gazebos I don't really give a two snots about too much. But what I'm waiting for is the climbing frame and the trampoline park. We'll probably get there pretty quick. Let's see. We need a level 4 and a level 5. We'll check that out in just a minute. And, you know, we'll fill them into the areas over here and stuff like that. And then we'll start filling in our trees. We'll probably use this area for something, fill in some more trees and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that we're placing, don't forget the other park leveled up. Yes, we'll get over there in just a moment. I wasn't forgetting that. I just want to get like the areas filled in first and then add in like this, you know, add into the trees and stuff. So like with the gazebos, in fact, once those are available to me, that's kind of where my thought process was going with this little spot right here, like this little triangle area where the park pad comes up, or like the park walkway, I should say, comes up. We could throw in a gazebo there and such, you know. That's just what my thought process was going with that right there. So my other thought, though, where I want to go so we can add in a little bit more here, we want to use this food stall and this ice cream van. So I was kind of thinking if I can make it work. Let's see, we have to go to the airplanes, grab this. So I was hoping, I don't think it's going to let me. Maybe could do something like this. So it's coming off of the parking lot, right? So that would have like, let's do this all at once is my thought. I had something slightly different over here, but I'm trying to make it work. It was kind of ugly before. So, but I think this might work. So we can take this, take our park stuff, and then I think if we use, because we did this already, so we could try it again. This be like our divider, our barrier to this little area here. Maybe I should try to fix that other flower there in a minute. Maybe that one's a little closer. Actually, let's do this. Let's try getting a little bit closer. Try to mimic that spacing here, if I can. And then that could possibly, yep, let me throw in a fourth one here on the end. Perfect. Except for the fact that the colors are different. Or, yeah. There we go. It's not as perfect as it could be, but I'm on a frickin', I'm using this, alright? I'm using a controller. Alright. So, my idea here now is to do this. We're going to take this. I think what I want to do is kind of put this in the back here. Not sure if I want to do it this way think coming off, we'll move it away from the fence a little bit on the left there, but I want to come off of this side. And then just because it'll make it feel a little more realistic. I got an errant hair going up my nose. That's happened before. We've talked about this, and it's really bugging me right now. So I want to make it look a little more realistic. So I'm going to put some trash cans. These ones look a little more... I just want to put a couple off to the side here. So like the business itself would have its little trash cans out there for their own personal trash in the business. I don't know, it just feels right. Then I think I'm looking through the wrong stuff. There we go. Then I want to add this ice cream van in, and he would be like parked right here. You'd have to come in through the gate, come around, and then just kind of park there. I wish I could do different colors. Like, it'd be so awesome to be able to do different colors. Then you could have like a taco truck, or pretend you had a taco truck right there. Now, they're the same colors, I know, but I'm going to pretend one of them's a taco truck. That's just what I want. I want a taco truck, damn it. I want tacos. So we're going to have a taco truck. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Alright, let's get some tables in here. I don't like the tables too much that they give you on the park here. I really don't. Like, they got some cool benches and stuff, but these tables are just, like, lame. So lame. I don't know, these ones are okay, but I don't know. Kind of wish I had the ability to grab some mods and check out different tables and stuff. It would be so cool. I'll throw those three down there. Then let's go ahead and go over here to the other park stuff. I'm kind of thinking one of these, but those are so big. So maybe these new ones that we just got. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, see how much smaller those are? I think those will look a lot better. Place them off over here. Actually, no. Let's go over here. It's like separating out the business. No, then that van wouldn't be able to pull in there. That wouldn't look right. We need them over here. Just got to go with making sure it looks good. I know. We got to make sure the van can pull in. But I feel like these kind of match the other tables a lot better. And you still have a little bit different type of table there. Now, one thing I want to add in that I think looks good in a lot of these areas. Where is it? Is this bench with the tree. It's like we'll put one there. Go there. And then... Come on. Oh, it's saving. I'm like, why won't you move? It always happens to me. My brain just doesn't think about the save, making everything function wrong. And I'm like, why isn't the game functioning? Yeah, I think one is right there. It's not necessarily like asymmetrical or anything, but I don't care. I like it. I like it right there. And now we have this little spot that comes off, and we'll add in when they become available. We'll do one of these gazebos off to the side here on one of these sides. But I think that it's kind of necessary to add in. Where are they? Are slides and stuff, right? This is a park. Why would you not have slides in a park? So, I think the best bet is just kind of have this in the center. So, like, if parents were taking care of their kids, getting them food, lunch, whatever, they'd have the seats over there, then they'd be able to go right back to playing, or if they just wanted to come in and go to the park, it's right there near the front entrance. So we'll have that, Add in our spinning wheel. Seesaw. Seesaw, seesaw. Kind of don't have to go like perfectly awesome with these seesaws. We can do anything we want with them. And then over here in the parks, I think it's weird that in the parks, all they give you is the sandbox. Like, why didn't you put the sandbox in over here where the slides are? Or put a different new slide over here with the sandbox? It would make sense to me to do one or the other. But hey, you know, that's what they did. So we come over here to grab the sandbox to throw it in. I'm going to go ahead and throw this over here since I have access to it right now. But yeah, I think that looks really good. We have our little eating area. It's separated. And then we have our little play area for the kids and stuff. And the parents can watch from eating or the benches, whatever, you know. So let's do that. Let's add in some more of these signs in a couple of cool areas. Like there. I should probably put one in right here. Maybe one over here. And then, of course, you would need one of these right here. Okay. Maybe over here. Then, I don't need to add any lights in. I don't think there's... Well, okay, maybe. Okay, it won't let me add lights in on the concrete. And this is why we can't add lights. This is why we can't have nice things, people. Because they won't let us do what we want to do. Look at this. I just want a light. I just wanted a light right there. And you guys are buttholes because you won't let me have a light. Let's go see if there's other lights that'll let me use, maybe. And I don't have to use the park lights. Ooh, I don't gotta use the park lights. Oh my goodness. I can't have the park lights, so we're gonna have to use other lights. So jeez, guys, we can't have the park lights. I really wish they would give me some lights. Oh, man, I'm feeling a little disappointed now. I've got this. What is that? That's a clock, though. But it does look cool, though. I guess the clock would be nice. Yeah, we'll throw a clock in right there. That'd be kind of cool, to be honest. Maybe another one over here. You're like, oh, it's time to get the heck out of the park, guys. Let's go. Now, what other lights do I have? I know I've got more lights available to me. Let's go take a look here. I am in the wrong spot. Okay. Soccer. Stadium lights. Stadium light. These are giant lights, and they are bright. I think those are the only other lights available to me. Got a yawn coming on. And, yep. Stadium lights cannot go on top of the concrete. My goodness. Okay, let's go to the airport really quick. Hold on. Does the airport have, like, lights? I don't think they do. Negative. They do not. So, we cannot throw lights on our concrete. Whatever. Fine. Cheese and crackers. Oh. So I'm doing my best to hang on to that Pendleton that I showed off at the beginning of the stream here. So I'm not going to drink any more of that today. Instead, going to go for my good old 10 High here. Talked about this plenty of times. Cheap, delicious, great whiskey for me. That'll be my go-to for my common drink here. Those are ice cream vans. Yes, correct there, Drakkart. They are ice cream vans. But I'm going to pretend one of them is selling tacos. Just because. I want tacos. Like I said, I want tacos. Maybe that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I really want tacos. At least the park paths are lit. They are. They are so lit, bruh. So lit. They are lit like Christmas trees. Okay. Alright, so now we've done what we can for the moment. We've got a little bit of decorating going on. We are waiting up for a few things to show up in the park here. So I think what we're going to do is we've got our water, we've got our electricity, we've got the stuff that we currently need. Let me take one last peek here in case there's something else I want to add to the park, and I don't think there is. I can't add any of these lights, obviously. But I have signs, I got benches, I got stuff. Yeah, so we're going to step back from the city park now. Pilot's Place here. And let's take a quick peek at this. Okay, so we need 5. Wow, our entertainment level is beautiful. 591 out of 220. We have no problems there. That'll even last to, I think, level 2. But we just need to wait for visitors now. So 134 out of 500. Let's go to our park policies. We don't need to worry about that because that's for zoos. Advertising. This isn't our main park. So I don't know if I want to mark that. But celebrate. Let's do nighttime fireworks, night tours, even more fun. Even more fun. Oh, it's not an amusement park, though. It is amusing, but it's not an amusement park. We'll recycle garbage, though. That's for the nature reserve. Huh. Nature reserve buildings have a separate container for biodegradable garbage. Handles the garbage on the park grounds. Decreases garbage accumulation by 20% for the nature reserve. It's for nature reserve. This is for amusement parks. Even more fun. Night tours. That's works. Celebrate. That works. Fine for fireworks. I'm not using. Obviously, I want fireworks. Now, animal ethics is for the zoo. Advertising is for everything. Main park, though. Like, see, the thing is with the main park, if you choose this, it makes them all equal. So, I mean, what is my main park? I think I have this as one of my main parks. Westwood Speedway. And, I believe Manor is one of my main parks. So, yeah, you know what? I don't think yeah, we can go ahead and make that a main park. So it's equally attractive as the other two. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Now, we'll leave the ticket price at 10. That'll attract more visitors. Let's, in fact, drop it to 9. 9 is fine. 9 is fine. Yeah, I know. I'm a cheesy guy. I got uncle jokes galore. Okay, and now we're going to leave it. Pilot's Place is looking great. It's looking great. We have more to add, but we've got plenty of space to add it, and I think it's going to be wonderful. And then, like I said, next week we'll come back in here, and we'll be able to start adding in these neighborhoods around here to the outside, and it's going to make Pilot's Place, this whole area, just kind of flow, look really good. As I said earlier in the episode, I don't know if everybody was here when I said it, but like when I did the thing in the test build, I just basically squared out streets, threw a couple things in just so the buildings would start popping up so I could see what it looked like. But I'm going to play around with it a little bit more, just try to have a little more fun with it and make sure that our neighborhoods are, you know, working properly and stuff before I actually do that. So, what in the world? We must have had a college win on the game there. That's what I'm imagining with what just went on. Whatever all those happy faces for. It's usually a game win or something like that. So that's what I think happened. Obviously, I've got a lot of issues going on. We'll have to come through here and check these out later on. Like, we've got all these. We'll have to make like an issue day or something like that. Like, dealing with the issues today. All right, Hardy. Let's go back over here to Hardy. We have not been back in Hardy for a little while. It's just a sad little L-shaped amusement park. And so let's go take a look. What do we got? We have a couple more things opened up over here. We got our swinging boat. Nice. House of Horrors. And the bumper cars. Bumper cars. That's actually one of my favorite things when I go to like certain amusement parks. Stuff like that. Like bumper cars are super awesome. Especially when you have like your friends and family in there too, messing around, and you just guys ramming into each other and having a blast, laughing. And for some reason, there always happens to be that one kid in bumper cars. It's like, they're hitting me. Why are they hitting me? And you're like, because you're in a bumper car? Why are they hitting me? You're like, yeah. You shouldn't have been on this ride then. I don't understand that. I don't get it. All right, so we want to mess around with Hardy here. Let's give it a little bit more room. I think what we'll do is we'll take our... Let's go with our straight lines. Turn our snapping options on for Hardy here. And we're going to bring this down. We'll come across. I really prefer to use the cement. Like, it really does help out a lot. It really looks good to have the cement instead of, like, trying to use their, stupid little things like this. Where is it? This little, part ground tile. Like, when you put these down, I want to get all nice and tight to the side here, right? But it's never perfect. It's never perfect. I can't ever get it perfect because it won't just attach unless it's attaching to itself. And then see, 3 in. I can't put it in there because there's a walkway. Start going this way. Sure, that looks good. Oh, but because I didn't go the right direction, there's dirt showing up to the left there. And then all this stupid dirt surrounding it. Like, what in the world is with that? Why does it have to have this dirt boundary? Why? It just... I hate them. These are the dumbest things ever. These tiles suck. We're not using them. But the best thing you can use is right here in the airports. Right here. Cement. You can attach, go wherever you want. Look at that. Boom. We can attach to this side. Boom. We can overlap cement. Look at the whole area. Looks beautiful. Beautiful. We can come on over here to this side. Eventually it'll have stuff built onto it. So, you know, this is looking great. Looks great to me. And then when you want to add in the tiles, I think... Oh, we can't do that. So I don't think we can do shit. The tiles suck anyway, so why do I want to add it in the tiles? But we can have all this cool stuff. And they have their own tiles, and they look great. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to place down the boat. I want to put the boat, I think, here. 9 is fine, but 8 is great. Sure is. Alright, so we got the boat. That is weird. I guess if you had something making the water flow underneath the boat, it would do that. But that's just kind of, that's I think that's the first time I realized that the water is moving underneath the Viking ship there. That's kind of interesting. All right. See, to me, it makes it work out. It still has the little tiles from the, you know, the stuff here, the amusement park attractions. You hear people screaming now. It's so funny. And, yeah, the cement just fits in better. It just does. The House of Horrors is pretty darn big, so we're going to go over here with it off of this side. I want to kind of center it between the trees there, like the entrance. And even though it's, like, off-center, right? It's over here to the left, but it's centered between the trees as far as the entrance goes. Now we can use this little bit of cement to do whatever we want with. We come in here, we can throw down... we come down here, grab a food stall. It'll fit in nicely. Right? Right? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. I'm totally right. And then we can throw in some benches. Like, you know how you go to Disneyland and different areas because it's a more rustic area of Disneyland because they got whatever rides over here, the benches and the seats are all different than the area over here next to frickin' Peter Pan, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we could do stuff like that. It looks great. Looks great. I also think that you could also... Ooh, that was huge. I was going to say, you could also use, like, different bathrooms and stuff, but I also think that this one works out really well, too, when you want to just have something small, fit it in there. You want the bathroom facilities. Where is it at? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Where did it go? I'm going the wrong way. There it is. See, this one's nice and small. From the ROJ, the Railroads of Japan. Boom. You got a little bathroom there. Got a little eating spot. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. And now we can work, like, seriously. Like, there's all this area here to work with. We could even throw in another amusement ride if we wanted to. We could throw in these little suckers and stuff like that. Like, right here. Throw in these little things here. What else do we got? We got this cotton candy cotton candy. Throw that in right there. Okay. Then, yeah, a balloon. We'll have some balloons being sold right there. You know? There's a lot more we'll be able to fill in, and we'll do this throughout time, but I want to make sure that we're fitting in our amusement park stuff as well. You know, we got to make sure that the rides get into the right areas. Like the drop tower ride, it takes up such a small footprint. We could almost put it in right here and then do all the other larger rides out here to the outside. So that's why I don't want to, like, start filling in too much right there, because then you fill it in, you're like, oh, man, it would have been better if I would have put that there instead. So we're going to wait. We're going to let it build up. Let's see, what do we got now? We've got one last thing, these bumper cars. So, like, even then, the bumper cars, they don't take up a lot. They could fit in here. But I almost think I want to wait on putting anything here. We can do the bumper cars more over here. So check this out. I like this idea. It's more like an amusement park to be, you know, spread out like this. That way they can get you into more of their little stops for, like, buying trinkets and goodies and knickknacks. All their little souvenir shops. Alright, so let's go ahead and find... Oh, I need to go over here to the airport. We're going to add in some more concrete. Then we come back. Oops. Go back. Get the... I mean, the amusement park restrooms are cool too, but you only want to do that every once in a while. That's where you can supplement with these smaller ones and stuff like that. So let's see. I want to do that. Yeah, let's put this on the end like this. Then we could do a couple of these. Nope, not those. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I wanted some of these, the tree bench thing. Where's it at? There it is. Do something like that on the side. Let's throw one there since it's in the center. We got a couple other ones that are similar to it right there, you know? So it works. Then on this side, this is where I wanted to add in that bumper car. Like I said, that way they have to walk around. There'll be, like, shopping and stuff that they have to do in real life to get to these things. I think we'll run the bumper car, like, off here to the side a little bit. The entrance will have a light next to it. And that way we can do something like another little souvenir shop right there. Aw, souvenirs. The souvenirs. I mean, seriously, you go to any amusement park, Drac, you have a good night. Thank you for stopping in, man. You know, you have an amusement park, they gotta throw those, like, seriously, any ride you get on and off of at an amusement park, they're gonna have, as soon as you're exiting the ride, you exit through a gift shop. So we're gonna put that right there. And yeah. I think it's looking good. We could probably throw in another gift shop, right? Do another gift shop on the corner here. Maybe we'll wait till we add something in here and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, look at that. Hardy has grown. It's a square, not an L. Yay! Okay, it's an off-centered square, but it's a square-ish, not an L. Sweet! Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is looking good. Let's see, it's 1:30. We've got Hardy looking good. Let's go take a look at where it's at as far as stuff. So we just need more visitors. I mean, seriously, the entertainment value is super high on Hardy right now. It's been high because we've added in a lot of good little knickknacks and features. All these little extras and stuff like that, they help out a lot. Even adding in, other outside features, as long as you're using a lot of the features for the park, it's going to help out that entertainment part. Or entertainment part. I said park, not part. Anyway. Alright, let's see here. This is looking good. It says I've only had 35 visitors this week. Is it Monday or something? Like, what the hell? Look at this parking lot. It's filled. Now I've only had 35 visitors? You're lying to me. Oh, I don't know if you caught that, but that person walked out to the end of the parking lot, turned into a car, and then drove away. And now look at, they're parking their car. Or wait, nope. They don't know what the hell they're doing. I turned into a car. I don't know what's going on. What the hell? Oh, they turned back into a human. They drove from the end of the walkway. See, they turning into a car. They're like, you know what? I'm going to take the bus. My Sims are stupid. That's the problem with vanilla. Your Sims are like average intelligence. Let's take a quick look at Pilot's Place here. Let's go into this cool little view. So I think we're going to call this a day. We've got a good chunk of what we need to do taken care of, and we can save anything else for next week because we just kind of have to wait right now for stuff to grow. So let's take a quick look at what we got going on. We came over here to Pilot's Place. Great name suggestion by David, by the way. Can't have any choose souvenirs. Great name suggested by David, by the way. So we've got this cool park going on. This is the start of a wonderful little area here that we're going to continue on from. I mean, honestly, the start that we had going here with the walking areas and the city little, extra areas over here to the side, it looks great. And this is just adding into how awesome it is and what it's going to turn into in the future here. So this is looking good. I think this is a great way to go with this area, in fact, because like I said, the park just kind of accentuates with the airport there, where the airport just needs something to allow the planes to come in and out and not have something in its way. I feel that putting buildings there, because I am going to be doing more of these high-rise buildings and stuff like that through here. I feel that those buildings would be in impediment to planes, so this is the best way to go. Yeah, and it looks great to me. It's fun to play around with the parks, add them into your cities and stuff like that, because you can't have too many. You can't have too many parks. That's the way I feel. You can't. People just need a place to go and hang out and just get away from the hustle and bustle and the closiveness of everything. Personally, I like living in areas like this where you have a nice big backyard. You're out in the country. Your neighbors are a mile away from you. That's the way I prefer it. But sometimes you can't get away from that, and you got to live in areas like this. So having an area like the park like this is perfect and nice and just a great thing to add into a city, So, and then getting to work on Hardy over here, it was awesome also, getting to add into it. I've been waiting for this to grow. It sucked when we couldn't figure out what's going on with it, and now we did, and it's growing. It looks great. And eventually this is going to be a cool looking park over here, I think. Like, we're going to be able to take this and kind of, I want to come along the water here with some of the stuff. I like doing that with amusement parks, going along the water, adding in some water features from some of the other parks, like docks and things like that that people can use. So, like, in fact, the city park, I can't use any of the, let's go back in here real fast, I'll show you. In the city park, I get these park piers, but I can't use them in the city park over here because I have nothing. I mean, I could add like a pond if I wanted to, but that's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work. It takes having to have like flowing water, needing to run water out here into water that already floods my city out enough, so we're not going to do that. I didn't build the city park over here, so yeah. We'll take the city park piers, we'll use them in Hardy Amusement Park, and kind of do some stuff over here, I think, in the future. So, we'll work on that eventually. Wow, my city is doing so damn good. Look at this. The city has $4 million, over $4 million sitting in the bank. That's on the city. I have a budget. I have to build everything on a budget in Westwood here, and so I'm very, very happy with that. I'm very happy with 136,000 citizens. Like, this is cool. So, a plane spotting area. Dude, you couldn't have read my mind more, David. You couldn't have read my mind more. That is what we are going to be building in over here. This area is built for that. That's why I came out here with this little trail. This area is going to be dedicated to plane spotting. So as the park grows and I know where everything's going to be sitting, this is definitely going to be built up to be allowing for the plane spotting. So you are 100% on that. Good thinking, David. You are right there with me on that. Plane spotting is going on right here. So we're going to have a little bench. I think I'm going to have like a little, like almost like a theater look to it. We'll have some benches here just kind of watching the runway and stuff like that. So yeah, in the future, as we come back here, we're working on this park. It'll probably be within, not next week's episode, maybe a little bit if we get a chance to, but probably another week or two from now. I guess it would be 2 or 3 weeks from now. A week from now would be the next week's episode, which would be like building the surrounding areas up. So anyway, yeah, we will have that. It is definitely going on. So everybody, thank you so much. I think that we're going to call it a day today. Parks and Recreation is a totally awesome thing to do for today. We've got our big main park over here, our little city park going on. We were able to adjust and build up on Hardy over here, so I'm stoked. It looks good. We're having a good time. Today is looking good, and we got to do exactly what I wanted to do with today, and as far as making sure the parks and everything are filled up. So everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Every single week, especially you guys, David, Chris, Drakkar, everybody that stops in every single week from my stream. You guys are super appreciated. Love you all. And until next week, thank you and have a great week. Stay safe out there. This world is getting crazy. And yeah. Yeah. It's a great week. I got to find the button. Where's the button? And stay safe. I'll see you next week, and have a good one. Take it easy, everybody.